Please be advised, this series contains harsh language and references to potentially triggering material, including mention of suicide, self-harm, abuse of both drugs and alcohol, and deep discussions on religion. Listener discretion is advised. Last time on Ombligo del Diablo, we had a conversation with the good doctor and met a currently sober Eaton. We made our way out of town and made a new acquaintance, Frankie. Look, between you and me, I think he might be a vampire, based on the fact we found him drinking the blood of angels. Speaking of angels, also known as chupacabras, we found some, wearing fancy robes and having a conversation over sacrificing some sheep. Oliver got dark, Val tried to people, Jamie was excited about science, and Murph is starting to see her luck wear thin. A rock was dropped onto some powder that lit up the darkening sky. We start the session with a composure awareness roll to try to respond.
I would like to respond to this.
Okay. 1 success. You are momentarily blinded.
I feel like I might need to, adjust the concept for this character based on how terribly I roll.
Jamie is blinded by the flash and falls to the ground. Given that she was the closest, she isn't really entirely aware which way is up right now. Val is the only one who is able to notice the three of them turning to run back across the field.
Oh, I cannot let this chance go. Oh, this is stupid. I'm gonna run after them. Not like to overtake them necessarily, but so that I don't lose them yelling both in Spanish and English and a little bit of Chinese that I know. Yeah, I'm gonna yell out, wait,
Okay.
please, let's talk, please.
Dexterity plus athletics.
Damn, can I spend some willpower?
You can. You can only spend one willpower on that, because you can't reroll ones or successes.
That makes sense.
If this is incredibly important to you, you can, once per session, burn a willpower, meaning take an aggravated willpower damage.
No, I don't think I'll do that just yet.
Okay. So you are only a few feet behind them when the last of them dives into a hole in the ground. And you could probably reach a hand in and grab them as it seals up.
Yeah, no, this is too important not to risk personal health and safety. God, this is against everything she knows as somebody who deals with any kind of animal. But yeah, she's going to reach in and try to grab one.
Okay.
Yay.
You've grabbed the last one by its foot as two of the others regain their senses and see what happened. Oliver, you're up. What do you do?
Wait, do we have magic outside of our rotes? Like, can we do improvised magic?
You can do improvised magic.
Okay, so follow me through with this. Tell me if you think it's too
It's
outside of my wheelhouse.
Okay.
Oliver thinks they are religious whack jobs because of what Jamie said, and he is going to put on his best Southern preacher yell. But when he does it, he's going to, for himself, he's like, oh, I'm just going to talk in tongues at them. That worked before. But he is actually speaking Aramaic.
Are you going to read the Aramaic out of their minds?
Yeah.
And what are you saying in it?
Fools, you cower beneath the earth before God, return and spill your blood to satiate the angels. Like, basically just come up here and give us your blood.
Manipulation plus either persuasion or occult.
Oh, thank goodness, because that could have been real bad. Manipulation plus persuasion. And I assume this is vulgar, if it works.
Yes. Roll 2 dice on the paradox.
I also want to re-roll 3 of these with willpower.
All right, spend 3 willpower. All right,
Because
you got
this
4
is very important to him. He needs a win.
Okay, roll your 2 dice for paradox. Holy shit, you don't get any paradox.
Woo!
The creature stops struggling in your hand, Val,
Sweet.
and you pull it out. Ginger,
Yes.
you are confused as to why you currently understand ancient Aramaic.
Yeah. I would also be confused if I started randomly understanding Spanish. Okay. So she's over there. She's got this creature by the foot, or has pulled him out, and he's talking to them. I don't feel like me talking at them is going to help very much. Is there any way I can try to assist with the bringing the creature back towards our direction?
You could just help grab and pull it.
Sure.
Give me a strength plus brawl.
Oh, great. Things I suck at.
It's okay. Bad rolls can be as interesting as good ones.
Tackle that chupacabra. Get him. Someone please bleed this guy while we have him up here.
I mean, could have been worse. Tracks.
Sure. This creature isn't terribly strong. There's someone already wrestling him. He can't get away, but he does grab your arm with his, and you feel his nails pressing uncomfortably into your skin.
Makes sense.
And a tiny trickle of blood coming down as he looks at you, and he says, closest translation would be, bankers and whores, all of you.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
What do you do in service of God?
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Just very much the dog in the burning building meme.
He looks at you and he says, prove your divinity or die.
Oh. I pull out my gun.
Okay.
And as far away from myself as I can, point it at my body where, the coat and, jacket in the way, not at my face.
These words were not spoken at you.
Oh, okay.
They were clearly spoken to Murph.
Oh, I point the gun at him. I say, witness God's fury and how it sheds off her like the skin of a lamb, and fire directly into her back. Which
what? You shoot Murph.
What the fuck?
Give me a manipulation plus performance roll.
Do I get any pluses to this?
Yes, +3 because that's fucking awesome.
Currently aware that is a blank? Yeah.
I imagine that people dive to stop me.
I don't think anyone was in successful range. Two of them are currently wrestling a chupacabra, and Jamie is just now recovering from blindness.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out of my blindness just in time to see what my friend's shooting another one of my new friends.
Oh my god.
Serves you right.
One success on your 7 dice.
Jesus, criminy.
And you've already spent your willpower, haven't you?
I did.
Well, there's an option.
There is an option. Does that give me a success or just a reroll?
No, that gives you an automatic 7 successes.
Oh, hell yes. I'm in. I'm in all the way now. There's just...
another aggravated willpower damage.
Yeah, okay.
You have 7 successes.
I think what it is I realize I didn't know if a blank was loaded. I realized in my rush to do it that I was like, oh, thank God.
So the creature's eyes go wide, and it says, then you do serve the divine. What has God commanded you?
It demands you bleed. Bleed on this soil, but first it must rest in a container for 7 weeks.
It says, silence, child. I speak to the divine.
So confused right now.
Because you understand about 1 word in 4 of what they're saying. Everyone's just talking in ancient Aramaic. You know that much.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Oh, when I get silenced, I think what happens is he looks like he does the bow, goes on his knees and looks inside the chamber and realizes that the next bullet was a real one.
So, Murph?
Oh, that's me. Oh boy.
He's looking directly at you and asking you what mission God has sent you on.
Okay, brutal honesty. We are here to collect your blood. I tried to be spooky like Oliver and do a very poor job.
Give me charisma plus persuasion.
Woohoo!
Oh dear God!
No.
Why? Why? What? I don't. Hey, remember that fear that I established earlier about my luck running out? Yeah.
Yep.
Good God, that's 8 dice.
That is 4 ones.
Yeah,
that is a triple botch.
Yeah.
So, as it stands, that will be the worst thing you can possibly imagine will happen. Oh, yep. But I believe that you might want to look at your rotes.
Yeah, I do have a happy accident.
This is your friendly neighborhood editor here. Our explanation on happy accident got lost. So the description of happy accident is effects of botching a roll become beneficial instead of detrimental by luck. So basically, when you do something terrible like I just did in triple botching a roll, I can use this to make things turn out terribly, but in a way that benefits us.
Then that, please. I do that.
The creature looks at you, and this look of rage fills its eyes, and it says, "You are no servant of God, you are the whore of the devil." And it says, "You will watch your friends die," as he runs directly towards Oliver.
Aw, he thinks we're friends.
Oliver,
wasn't Val
you have
still
just...
holding on to him?
Yeah, give me a strength plus brawl. You'll need 5 successes.
So how do I read this situation? What do I need to roll?
Nope.
Because it seems like I need to shoot the lizard man because he's going to attack Oliver.
That is how you read this situation. That is what a 0 successes on insight will get you.
Okay. Well, then that's probably what I'm doing.
Okay. So, Oliver, you have just discovered the next bullet in your gun is real.
Mm-hmm.
Right as this thing charges towards you. Dead center.
I know it's unlucky too, and there's 2 of my friends behind it. I think he's actually gonna turn, run, and wave his arms in the air really crazily.
So you wave your arms in the air and drop the gun?
Well, hopefully throw the gun so it's not,
Okay.
in this thing's path. But I give the signal to the guy on the hill. Hopefully he takes me seriously and
Roll.
shoots this guy.
Matt and James both roll. Matt roll dexterity plus firearms. 4 successes. No, Oliver doesn't have to roll anything. Okay, Matt, you line up a good leg shot that catches the creature right before it's about to jump, knocks the legs out from under it. As Oliver's gun lands,
Ugh.
you hear a bang. And when you turn around, there is a large hole in the creature's head.
So we meet an ancient, maybe modern, kind of cool alien reptile race, and the first thing we do is kill one of them. So human. So
Was that
human.
the first thing that we did?
I tried talking.
You had a short attempted trade and then started murdering them. That is more human.
It's the most American thing we could have done.
Who approaches the creature?
It's gonna take me a second to recover.
Anyone else?
Sure, yes, Val's going to, while constantly saying, "Oliver, what the actual fuck?"
That's about what I'm saying.
So,
That was crazy.
with
It was a
blood,
con. It was a
fuck,
thing.
fuckity fuck, fuck.
blood is starting to leak out of its mouth. Imagine you have your bag with your jars in it.
Wait,
Yeah, let's just
blame
start
me later.
collecting.
First, quick, collect blood.
And it looks at you and says, points over at Oliver and says, "This one is cursed for the last of its days."
Wait,
As-
he got shot in the head?
Yes.
Are his brains showing and he's doing this? Or is he like in his last breath doing this? It's different.
Parts of his brain are showing,
Mm.
and there is blood pouring out of his head. It doesn't seem like something that a person would be conscious after, but he is starting to go limp as more and more blood pours out of him. Maybe he doesn't keep his brain where you do? Either way, that's a lot of blood.
Collecting blood.
Yeah,
And,
collecting blood.
I want to use diagnose to see if this, considering he's technically still alive, I want to see if it's possible to even keep him alive.
Well, was he?
Okay,
Or was it cursed bullet turning his head at me? Mm.
give me a roll. Intelligence medicine.
Okay, that makes sense. Motherfucker.
All right. Well, three is not bad. First bit of information: its primary medical condition is bullet through the brain. Second, you observe that with its brain in the disarray that it is, it should not be able to talk. In fact, you're pretty sure that it was dead when that bullet hit it. It was no feat of biology that caused it to turn its head and talk.
This is why you don't roll information on crazy things, because it just hurts your sanity.
Cool,
Yes.
cool,
Take
cool.
take another -1 to sanity.
Question about sanity. How many do I get till I'm, like, fucked?
Could I get a composure plus insight from
I
Oliver
assume me, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
to soak 3 sanity damage?
Oh, dang. Soak 5.
Well, you have accepted that you were cursed a long time ago, so this is not so much of a surprise to you.
Yeah, I think he's just so glad that it didn't hurt the people who he is depending on now.
You are relieved that your actions have primarily harmed yourself.
Yes, it's so much better that way.
When you accumulate 4 or more sanity, at the end of the session, you'll need to roll to see about a permanent sanity reduction.
Well, shit. Is there any way to improve sanity through
There is. There is. It is difficult, but there are possible ways, and you'll have to worry about that once your sanity dips below the starting value. You're only off on a start to crazy. Your permanent sanity is 7. Your temporary sanity is 0.
Okay, all right. Cool, because I'm almost at the part where I could potentially lose some permanent sanity.
You are at the point. Are you at 3 or 4?
3.
Okay. And you guys collect a whole lot of angel blood, and there are footsteps walking towards you.
Well, first, hey, Oliver.
Yes. Grab a vial there. Start gathering.
Were you aware of the bullet you were firing in my general direction?
Oh, absolutely, darling. It was a blank. I just purchased some from the gentleman who is coming our way just now. I assume that's, if I look over there, it's not. It's not him. It's not Eaton.
No.
Oh, never mind. I start pointing out. Oh, that's not.
Who
him.
is it? Can we see?
It is the man from the house, Frankie.
But he's not close enough to stop Murph from grilling me.
Nope.
Shit.
Just a mild grilling. Just a real quick grilling.
No, I would never put you in danger. That would be the last thing on my mind.
So it wasn't just like pure dumb luck that it misfired or something?
Oh, absolutely not. The first bullet in there was, of course, a blank. I would never put a live bullet in there first.
Huh. Okay.
Seems like a last resort sort of thing to me. Just
But you
intimidation
did have a
first.
live bullet in there.
True, but
Mm.
that was in case the first one wasn't going to warn that thing off.
I don't think you're allowed to have a gun anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I'll
I
tell
think we're
you,
gonna have to
I
take away
am
those
well
gun
aware
rights
of
for
this.
a little
No,
bit.
Oliver.
No.
I pick up
You
the gun,
guys
try to cock it,
don't
and it
have a
falls
good-
apart.
Yeah, that's
Very
no.
good
That's gonna be a
track
no. It's gonna be a hard no from me. Thank you.
Yeah, give it to me. Give it to me now. And I hold out my hand.
I hand the accidentally disassembled gun to you.
So Frankie comes up and looks down, and he says, "You are learning so fast. I did not expect this." And looking over to Val, and he says, "You are well on your way to wisdom."
Yay! Oh God.
Hey, Frankie, do you talk to the angels regularly? Can you speak their language?
I could if I so desired, but we have nothing to talk about anymore.
Oh, why not? It seems like there'd be lots of nothing to talk about.
Hey.
They have spoken their desire to bring the dawn, but I will bring the darkness.
Oh, so now you guys oppose each other? Seems like you should be out here shooting them.
I am. I allowed you to learn this wisdom tonight.
Ah, thanks, Frankie. We appreciate it. Can we take this angel back with us? I'm thinking to myself, alien autopsy time. Alien autopsy time. Alien autopsy time.
The blood is all I desire, and this lot is yours. Take the shell where you will.
Excellent. Thanks, Frankie.
Corpse.
Yay!
We
corpse.
love the corpses.
Okay.
Some kind of like really weird after school special where we all learned a lesson. Is what it feels like.
I have no idea what kind of lesson we learned.
Maybe
What's going
don't
on?
Oliver,
point guns
no.
at your friends. Maybe.
Oliver doesn't get
Just a
guns
thought.
anymore. That's the lesson.
Lesson is that kobolds are real, not just from D&D.
That tracks.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay. You guys have a large supply, or at least one angel's worth of blood, and the corpse of a lizard man.
So
Can I
that's-
call this a win?
Yes, definitely. I would put this in the fuck yes, mission complete column.
Yes. Restore 1 permanent willpower loss if you lost it before this session.
Woo, breaking even.
Quick question: does me learning, quote unquote, learning more, fulfill my promise to Frankie, or do I have to come back?
You're not sure.
Oh, that's always fun. Oh, that's great.
It feels like an open question. There does seem to be a whisper in your head that wants you to come back. You think it's you.
Fuck.
Pretty sure that it's you. It just recommends that there is more to learn here. It's the voice of your own curiosity, you're sure.
Sure. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's call it that.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready to come back, I'll come back with you. That's wild.
Eaton comes back and he says, well, it looks like you got one.
Yes, those bullets worked just as intended, I assume. Perhaps too well.
Didn't even look like you were trying to kill it.
Well, I was not.
He's
Rather
just
hoping
good.
that you
He's
would.
just that
I see. Well, I didn't need to.
Clearly.
What did it say?
Oh, did you know they just speak Spanish?
I knew it was talking.
Yes, they seem to be very interested in the dawn, and I never knew there were such creatures under the earth that were still Catholic.
No, what did it say when it died?
Oh, we can discuss that later. Something about till the end of my life or other.
Hmm.
Oliver, that thing wasn't speaking Spanish, and neither were you.
Now, people are very suggestible. Now, I've gave the impression that I was speaking in tongues, but of course I was not. I was just putting a little spin on Spanish.
Yeah, no, I would have noticed that was not Spanish
Well,
at all. That was
impressions
actually
are
more like what
impressions.
Jamie was speaking.
It doesn't matter. But, yeah. I can just tell those words will stick with you, whatever they were.
Oh, don't you worry. I've been cursed before. Doesn't stick. I'm lucky as can be. Can't you tell?
I told you you
What
didn't want
have
that
you
bullet.
now?
Oh, hearsay and whatnot. As long as you don't believe it, rolls right off.
He leads you guys back to the truck, and he says, I don't know who you're planning on selling that to, but the mayor pays better.
I don't know if anybody else is opposed to such a thing, but I was thinking about setting up my own shop, possibly, or just helping out our fine country doctor. What say y'all?
No to number one. Definitely no. Can we all agree no to number one?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
It cannot be unanimous
Yeah,
without me.
I'm good.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Simple majority. No.
Fine. What would you prefer?
Half the doctor, half the mayor. Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Eaton, would this be enough to fulfill the doctor's needs for the foreseeable future?
I've never brought back that much. I usually just take a little and let the little creatures go. They usually don't talk either.
That was my ideal plan. Unfortunately, that did not happen. Things go awry now and then.
I'm sure you could split it between them.
Fair enough. I agree with the majority as well. We can make this one unanimous.
Okay.
Well, one of our players wants to bring back dinosaurs, and we've got a dinosaur person for her to work with.
You know what?
Can't
Fair.
give away that body.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You head back into town. Where do you head to? Tiana's or to the big house?
If y'all don't mind, I think we should drop off what we can for the doctor before heading to the big house, as Eaton calls it. That way we don't seem like we are perhaps stiffing the person in charge.
That sounds smart. I can get behind that.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Who makes the drop off to Tiana?
I would like to, if no one disagrees.
Snake oil salesman go to sell some snake oil?
Yeah.
That's cool to me.
Okay. So there's a light on in most of the houses in the place, except for Tiana. You see that a ladder is going up to the roof.
Knock on the wall and start climbing up, announcing myself.
Says, oh, yes, what is it?
I'm sorry to disturb your stargazing, is it?
Yes, I'm trying to make the stars come alive.
Sounds like a worthy endeavor. Well, I have to say we've been quite successful tonight. Got quite a haul. About how many, judging is half our haul? I say that much.
Looks like about a pint.
A full pint, if you will, for use in this clinic. I was just wondering if we could arrange on a price, perhaps along with you telling me how you make those stars dance and do your medicine. Love to hear you tell a yarn.
She says, yes, here, have this. And she hands out a small green circle. It's kind of slimy.
What is this? I forgive my ignorance.
It's the answer to your question.
Very well. Do you perhaps have any
You
cash?
eat it.
Oh, now? All at once? Some things out of this small you still need to toss up a little bit.
These choices are yours, not mine.
That sounds like a terrible decision, and I am into it. But for my compatriots, were also very essential to this endeavor. I don't suppose you have something I could share among them. Not these, of course, secrets between us.
Oh, no. That was just the answer to your to your other question.
Yes, of course.
You want, of course, money. How much would you like for it?
Can I have in the past asked how much Eaton gets paid?
You would not have been told.
Oh. I want to highball it at first and be like, I understand that this may be outside of your price range, but 1,000 for the pint, assuming you have such funds. Of course, I'm willing to negotiate if that is not capable.
I'll give you 200. Give me a...
Yeah, I want to haggle, but I don't want to push real hard.
Okay.
Because I do want this person to like me.
Manipulation persuasion.
This is a new scene, right?
This is a new scene.
Yay. I'm using 2 willpower.
Okay.
Because otherwise I'm
overcome your 0 successes?
Yeah.
All right, much better.
3 successes.
3 successes. I have 500.
Well, let's see, there are 4 of us. So let's drop it to 400, and then we'll go our merry way. We don't want to break the bank.
Good enough.
I shake her hand, run over to the edge of the roof.
She hands you $400 bills.
Wow, people really have lots of large bills in this town. They do not mess around. Anyway, let me call over there. Jamie, would you be so kind as to bring over our loot?
Yeah, no problem. You got it.
Okay. You hand up the bottle of blood. She takes it from you at the top of the ladder and walks down into her little house and puts it into her freezer.
Well, we must be on our way, but we do really appreciate you giving us this opportunity. And I hope to speak with you again soon. Get that tea.
I am sorry for what it cost you.
Oh, yes. We lose lots every day. Time, vitality, but worry not, that is just life.
She looks at you and gives a kind of a sad smile, and then walks into her house.
I go back to the car. All right, everyone, shall we go to the big house, or what was it called?
The mayor's house?
Yes, the mayor's house, of course.
How much you get?
Oh, yes. Reach into my pocket, spread out the money.
All of it?
You don't say, I got $200.
No, I don't. I bring it up. Especially, that wouldn't work because I have 2 large bills.
I still want to
Honorable.
roll a check to make sure he's not
Okay.
not lying.
He
Same,
looks so
absolutely.
smug that we should be.
Give me
what time
a
is
wits
it?
insight.
No one ever expects honesty.
It is probably around 11 o'clock.
Do we think we should wait to go to the mayor's house till the morning time? It's not the middle of the night.
Eaton, would I be wrong in recommending that this blood does not last long in the sun?
The mayor's up all night.
Oh, okay, cool.
Does anybody sleep in this town?
The rest of us do. At least we try.
Oh, well, good to know.
Sam, you actually think that you overheard Tiana say $400, and it sounds like he's actually being honest.
Okay. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna just all right.
You could also probably realize that he got $100 bills, so he could not have messed that up. Couldn't have
I don't
split it any
know.
other way.
He's been
So he's
able to
either
mess
honest-
up any other good thing relatively well.
The 4 of you head over to a house of 2 stories. It's one of 2 two-story buildings in town. The other is the church. It's about 4,000 square feet,
A veritable mansion.
and its walls are painted red. The house is black. The door is black. New-ish Jeep in the driveway.
Fancy. All right. I guess we pull up the driveway.
Yeah, there are lights on inside.
You want to go knock and sell
Well.
that off? Seems you did an all right job last time.
Oh, no, this is all of us now. We are introducing ourselves to the pillar of this community. We must make our acquaintances.
Okay, sounds good to me.
I'm not on myself a salesman, and we shared this labor.
Why do I feel like everything that comes out of your mouth is bullshit, even though I know that that's true?
The eye of the beholder is very strong.
All right, I guess we'll all go.
The special talent of making anything that he's saying that is true sound like he is lying.
I think my paradigm is literally people believe what they want to.
People believe what they want to, and somehow that just works for you.
Well, he knows how to mess with it a little bit.
Okay, I see. All right, the four of you head to the door. There's a big lion's head knocker on the front of what would be a double wide black door.
Okay.
Murph, would you like to
Knock,
take the lead?
Yeah, can I do it?
Do it, Murph. Do it.
Yeah.
That used to be
I
my
run up.
favorite part of going door to door.
No, I mean specifically, no, I don't run up. I skip up
Okay.
and go use the giant knocker.
Okay.
She is just adorable.
A few seconds later, maybe 10 seconds passes, and a woman answers the door. She looks young, maybe mid-20s, but difficult to place her age. Her features are smooth. Her skin is sort of a pale white, almost like a doll's. Her hair is black. She's wearing an ivory dress. Looks mostly like lace. And she has a tattoo of black wings across her chest.
Is there a comprehensible age?
It's really hard to tell. You think early 20s, but could be older.
Okay.
She has the kind of features that seem too flawless to reveal the signs of age. And she looks over at Murph and she says, are you new to town?
Hi, I'm Murph. What's your name?
I am Mrs. Finn.
Oh, Mrs. Well, yes, I am kind of new-ish to town. These are my friends. And I gesture towards everybody else.
Please come in.
You're too kind.
She walks towards the dining room. Everyone follows, I assume?
No
I
reason
do.
not to.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
And she leads you over to a long table. If you will just give me a moment, I'll bring some food out. About 5 minutes later, she sets down large steaks, rare, in front of each of you.
Oh my. I never thought such hospitality could exist.
She sits down at the chair at the foot of the table, the head of the table being left empty, and turns to Murph and says, so how did you arrive in town? But you notice that while she's talking to you, she keeps staring at Oliver.
Okay. Well, just some mild kidnapping, but it's fine. I got away thanks to my friends and one of my closer friends who isn't here yet. He seems to be recovering from a sprained ankle.
Oh,
Yeah,
he was
so
your white
just-
knight, was he not?
He was, but he's not here because of that darn sprained ankle.
Oh, shoot, it was terrible.
Yes, terrible injury from running.
Talking around steak.
But who is your friend here?
This is Oliver.
Oh, yeah, we sure to introduce ourselves. This is very rude. I'm sorry. This steak has just blown my mind.
I would just like to
I
roll to see
introduced
what kind of steak that is, because considering all I have seen today.
Genuine ogre meat.
You're fairly certain that this is veal, and it's incredibly tender. You have not really seen any cows around. This has to have been brought in from outside of town, but it seems particularly fresh. Give me a intelligence crafts roll.
Can do.
Oliver's not going to even, give this a second thought until he's, 3/4 through.
Mhm.
And then he'll be full enough to be like, wait a minute.
You think that this might be Kobe beef?
Well, shit. Definitely gonna chow down.
Okay, she says, Oliver, yes?
Yes. Your home is lovely, and your skin and your hair even more so. You must tell me what kind of conditioner you use.
As she smiles shyly, Murph, give me a wits insight roll.
Can do.
Do I
So-
get one of those too?
Hey, there we go.
You can if you like. So you become acutely aware, one, that she is very obviously hitting on Oliver, and two, that there doesn't seem to be a sensible reason that she would be hitting on Oliver. Given
Fair.
Oliver's current shabby, blood-spattered appearance,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that he said all of 2 words for her, this
And that he dabs
seems-
his mouth with his tie.
Yeah. You smell that she is laying a trap for your friend there of one sort or another, but you also get the feeling that he is probably unaware of this trap.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
And it
noted.
might be difficult to notify him to it.
Yep, I have an idea.
I botched. Do I yell, it's a trap? Or
No.
do I not know what the hell's going on? Which
you
direction is this botch in?
you think that she's being very polite.
Oh, okay.
That she is being very polite, but you do feel a slight tinge of jealousy that Oliver is getting more attention than you.
Jamie, this shit is Kobe beef. Dig in. We are not going to get any of this out here anytime soon.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Oh, goodness, I need to slow down. I'm sorry for wolfing it down. I was just extremely hungry.
You can have mine. I'm vegetarian.
Oh, are you sure? Anyone else want to get in on this?
So please tell me about this kidnapping that led you here.
Where to start exactly? Maybe working backward. So I was in the back of a truck, and then my 9 shining armor that has been mentioned already busted me out. So before the truck, I was with these guys, and then they stuck me in a truck. But before the guys, I was walking down the street. But before the street, I was in this building trying to find something. I don't remember what specifically. And then the guys happened, and then the truck happened, and then the Vincent happened, and then I was saved. It's a very long story. It's just a series of unfortunate events, you could say.
Every once in a while, when you say something that seems important, she glances to you and smiles and nods. Then her eyes keep on going back to Oliver.
Right. Okay. So I have a little ability called Ring of Truth that I would love to employ before I ask this question.
Okay.
Do you know Oliver? Are you guys like friends?
She says, I would certainly like to. Oliver, would you help me clear the table?
Have I finished?
You have finished 2 full-ass steaks.
No one went in on that with me? He feels very guilty.
Oh, no.
After choking on steak.
2 of your 4 companions have had their fill of steak, but you ate 2 people's worth.
Yes, I am rather full. Oh, of course, it'd be rude of me after such a fine meal. Where is, Mr.
She says, I wouldn't worry too much about him. And
far be it from me.
She picks up 2 plates and walks into the kitchen.
I immediately, if I'm anywhere near Oliver, put a hand on him somewhere.
He's got to lean over to grab your dish, so yeah.
Yep, I don't think that's a great idea.
I totally obliviously just, go and help because my character and doesn't know what's going on.
Excellent. Okay, Ginger.
Yeah?
Give me a charisma persuasion roll.
Oh, good.
I think Oliver thinks to himself, oh, she's just being very polite, and nothing would happen, but if it did.
3 successes. It seems like Murph has brought up something very useful to note sometime.
Oh,
yes,
absolutely, Murph.
Absolutely, a thing to keep in mind. You better get these dishes cleared, though, or
goodness, it would be terribly rude.
Indeed.
Is that not something I can willpower?
You're going up against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 successes.
The bad part about having the false mind thing is that I'm really good at lying to myself.
He seems...
I'm just going to deliver some dishes. Of course, I would never think of something just thought process.
As a result, Jamie makes it into the kitchen first. Mrs. Finn sort of looks at you with confusion. She says, oh, where's Oliver?
Oh, I don't know. I was just helping with the dishes. Seemed like the, kind and helpful thing to do.
Uh-huh. Could you grab him for me?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Am I still being held, or am I just coming in right now?
We were hoping to talk to Mr. Finn if we could. We had some items he might want to purchase.
Oh, I don't believe that he is home. Could you go and check? His room is the first on your right as you go up the stairs.
I'm confused if she doesn't know if he's home, but sure, okay.
And
I follow her directions.
She looks at Oliver, and she kind of leans back against the sink, and she whispers something.
Oh, what was that? And I lean in close to place the dishes on the sink. In the faux, I've got to listen very closely to what this fine lady is saying.
She says, you should come by tomorrow, and you hear a bang of a door.
Good Lord.
Slamming as you look up, and there is a man in his 40s standing there in a dusty suit, looking at the 2 of you.
Oh, I'd assume not incriminating, but definitely suspicious pose.
Suspicious as fuck.
I rapidly grabbed the dishes that I was holding, but
He smiles at you, and you can see that his teeth are filed into points.
Why, hello. You must be Mr. Finn, Mayor Finn, of course.
Says, I am John Finn.
John, fine Christian name.
You have some reason to be here?
Why, yes, we do, your fine and lovely wife, without a question as to our purpose, but we are here to make a sale, of course.
Make your business quickly.
Would you like to come into the dining room with my compatriots?
No, I think I can have some answers from you right now.
Absolutely. We are here to sell you some fine grade A, I believe the doctor down the road named it chupacabra blood.
Mrs. Finn's eyes light up at the mention. He says, is it on you?
No, it's with my friends or out in the car, I forget. I'm sorry, I was so taken aback by the grandiosity of your house and your...
He grabs you not gently by the elbow. Says,
Yep.
Come with me.
I hope he leads me through the dining room.
He does, in fact, lead you to the dining room.
Is it my turn to look suspicious when he comes to where I am?
Yep. You are walking down from his
Coming
room.
downstairs.
Murph, you feel this inexplicable wave of I told you so?
Yep. Good thing you didn't listen to me.
As this guy walks in, he looks like a callus in a suit. His eyes just seem to be frozen in suspicion.
I just look at Oliver, like make prolonged eye contact and just like shake my head like slowly, like why do you do this?
I smile back and say, where was that fine chupacabra blood? Was it still in the car?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still out in the car. We must have
Let's all go
left
retrieve it.
behind. Yeah.
And I'm like oblivious. I'm like, no, I've got it right here.
Yeah, no,
You don't
Jamie
have all
has
of it
it.
though. Part of it. Haha.
Oh goodness, of course Jamie has it.
He motions over to you and says, put it on the table.
I'm like, yeah, no problem.
He
I believe there's one full pint present.
he walks over and he looks at it. And he walks over to the wall, to a small safe. He pulls out a key that's hanging around his neck, and he opens it.
This whole time, I think he's just like extolling how fresh it is.
He looks you dead in the eye and he says, how much are you asking for this?
Well, we haven't quite figured out the going rate, so you tell me if this is outrageous. I was thinking somewhere around the 4 bills based off of the expenditures of this evening, the time involved, and just starts like itemizing things that weren't involved. You know, there was the cage and
Give me
all the medical equipment.
give me a. Let's go with charisma plus finance.
Oh no.
Isn't that
Not
what I said?
charismatic though. It's not the worst. Okay, I got 3 successes.
I, just non sequitur, don't understand any of the social situation going on here. I'm like, do you happen to have a dictionary on Aramaic?
Mrs. Finn, who is just like staring in rapt fascination at the cuttable tension between the two men, says, I'll take you to meet the priest. Now hush. And John Finn brings out a bag, drops down a $20 gold coin, and then another, stacking them up in $100 stacks. He gets to 4, and then he says, oh, but that's not enough. And he puts down another stack of 100, and he's staring at you. He says, 500. Well, no, that's not enough, is it?
No, you're too kind.
Oh, no. And he puts down another stack of 100.
He's never been so uncomfortable with being paid more.
He looks at you and says, is that enough?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Your
no,
generosity is...
No, you need more. Definitely came here looking to get a bit more from me. And he puts down another stack of 100.
Val is
700.
extremely amused.
No,
You
I
see a
think
man wilting.
I think you needed at least twice what you asked for.
With the ring of truth, being active, can I try to kind of suss out some intentions of this action?
You can. He seems to be insinuating that this man was planning on taking something else from him as well as money.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You get the feeling of a potlatch that he is trying to show his wealth as a way of perhaps intimidating him.
It's working. If anything, I want to sell that it's working more.
There, just intimidate. It was very effective.
So he takes this $800 and he starts stuffing it into your pockets, one stack at a time.
Those are heavy pockets I got.
He pats you on the back and he says, so good to meet a new friend in the city.
Of course, yeah. It was a pleasure making your acquaintance as well.
I'm sure you'll be back soon enough.
Oh, no, I wouldn't impose on your generosity more than...
Let me walk you to the door.
I'm still super oblivious. I'm like, this is great, Mr. Wade. This is awesome. Man, best night ever.
This mayor is so generous.
Mayor's diary.
Oh, poor sweet Jamie.
And he walks out and he opens the door, and Murph is the first one to the door.
Yep.
And Oliver would be second, but you feel a firm hand on your elbow as the others are walking through.
Oh, I thought it was going to be my neck.
And he leans over and he says, "I'm so very glad we could come to an understanding."
Oh, absolutely. Your generosity knows no bounds, and your authority knows no equal. And, like, definitely smiles and has, like, a tug at the collar moment.
Okay. And then he gives you a little bit of a shove. It looks like he is directing you out in a friendly way.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a Dex Athletics roll.
I was going to sell it. Even if you only shoved me a little bit.
Oh, don't bother. You take 3 large steps and roll to the ground.
Oh, goodness, those steps. They really got me. There's just no steps up to the door.
There's 1 step. It is a 6-inch step.
Oh, clumsy me. It's dark out here.
He tips his bowler hat.
I'm like over enthusiastically shaking Mrs. Mayor and the mayor's hand. I'm like, oh yeah.
Mrs. Finn says, "Tomorrow night we will go and see the priest, and he can answer your questions."
Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
And the mayor says, "Run along now, Jamie. See your friends."
Like super giddy. This is hilarious.
And the door slams behind you.
Okay, so the
Lord,
second
that
we're,
man was the Virginia heat and I'm a flower. Oh, Lord.
so the second we're all in
Oh
the
my-
car, I'm gonna be like, so that woman's kink is definitely cuckolding. We all know that, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
What were you insinuating I would do? I was helping with the dishes. I would never do such a thing.
yeah,
I'm
no.
like, what are you talking about?
As you guys are backing up out of the driveway, you see Mrs. Finn's silhouette against a top-story window as she is peering out, watching you leave.
You've been on the internet, right, Oliver?
Oh, that newfangled contraption? No, I would never dream. So,
Yeah.
pounding the pavement is the only way.
She definitely wanted to bone down while her husband was around. Just saying.
We are going to wrap session
I
there.
totally didn't get that
Excellent.
vibe.
Yay!
Woo!
Perfect.
Oh,
Hey, things reversed. I didn't accidentally shoot one of my friends. I got shot at. Yay!
And also, you were able to accomplish the mission through your terrible luck.
Exactly.
For your character, and for your character only, triple botches can be good.
That's true. That's very true.
Okay, so first off, everyone mark down 5 XP.
Woo.
Next, sanity. Does anyone have any marks against sanity?
-3.
How do I
Okay.
not?
Actually, give me a composure roll, just straight composure for that last bit.
Are you going to tell me that I have minus to that because I only have 1 composure?
Oh my god. Roll a die. Show me a 1. Okay, yeah, you've got a -1 sanity from Mrs. Finn and a -1 sanity from Mr. Finn.
I don't even get 2 composure rolls.
No, it was 1. You need 2 successes on it.
Okay.
So, those of you who are lacking in sanity, roll 4 dice minus your current sanity loss.
You gotta do this to me, man.
All right.
Can I burn a willpower?
Not on this roll.
Damn it.
I believe that's both of you failed, right? Okay, both of you now have a permanent sanity of 6. The edges of the world are starting to become too clear to you, Sam. And for Oliver, please pick a neurosis, an irrational tic or fear or belief that is now incorporated into your worldview.
I feel like it either has to be just like a general feeling that he's cursed, but that's too vague. Maybe that like
Something that will come up in specific situations.
I'd suggest that you think everyone's hitting on you all the time.
I think being unreasonably suspicious of anybody who hits on him.
Of anyone who seems to like you.
Yeah, people don't like me. What are you talking about?
People being
It
nice
has
to
to
you makes you paranoid.
Yeah, I think genuine niceness makes me paranoid.
All right, that's a good one.
Can I exempt Murphy from this?
Because, yes, you can exempt very close friend. Okay, now, for bonus XP, did anyone's hopes or fears come into play in a meaningful way?
I hobnobbed with the elite and possibly have an end to become a professional in the town.
Explain.
My hope is to be a pillar of the community, and
You have made one very good contact with the mayor's wife.
yep. More so, I was thinking possibly working with the doctor.
Okay, 1 XP for that.
Okay.
Did your fears come up?
Yes, that someone's going to die because of me, and that there might be people who want vengeance for such a thing.
Yes,
like the
that
entire
comes up.
underground species.
2 XP.
It's terrible.
2 XP for murdering an angel.
So yeah, in a weird twist of fate, magic subspecies are real. I'm not insane. My newfound friends and hopes to make newfound friends is coming true, but it seems like they might be fraying around the edges. Am I making them insane?
The mayor's wife likes you too.
1 XP for each of those, and 1 more for the good sport of playing along with the terrible roll that you got for your insight check.
For getting XP for terrible rolls, I'm just saying.
Well, not for the terrible roll, but for voluntarily acting upon.
No, I'm totally kidding.
Okay. So, Sam, did your hopes or fears come up?
I found a fucking living dinosaur. If that's not
2 XP.
successful science.
2 bonus XP for that.
Woo!
Right?
What about your fears?
Science the shit out of that.
No, I don't think I'm any closer to my work being found out necessarily.
Your work being found out or damaged, so just the 2 XP for that. Ginger.
Hope didn't really come up in terms of finding a goal or destination that I'm wandering towards. And fear almost came up, but I saved it because of happy accident.
What was your fear?
People getting hurt because of my luck running out.
You faced that fear. That is, so 2 XP for that.
Hey!
I think your goal came up. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you stared into the darkness and decided that was not the direction you wanted to go.
Oh, no. That was
Val.
Val.
Oh, that was Val. My bad. I'm confusing
I just
people.
grappled an angel and almost got murdered.
Right. Well, you also determined you didn't want to go into the ground.
That's true. I feel like I could cheese it if I wanted to be like, every time I found a direction, I get XP, and that's not particularly fun.
Yeah. So now I'm giving some for my favorite little bits. I already gave Matt the one for living up the obliviousness, and I'm also going to give the one to Ginger for the request that the creature give you its blood that worked out so very well.
Thank you. I tried.
So that's 1 additional for each of you. I think that Ginger, you're up to 8 now.
Indeed.
Nods. Each of you gets one favorite thing that hasn't been mentioned yet. James, you start. Someone else's.
Oh shoot. The thing that's coming up to me right now is Val taking his gun away.
1 for Val. 1 XP for Val.
Woo!
No gun for you.
Matt.
I think I liked Oliver speaking in tongues the best out of the whole night.
That was pretty
I
good.
thought that was pretty brilliant. Real good using some impromptu magic.
1 more for Oliver. And Sam?
It's kind of a tie.
Okay.
I love it anytime Ginger does the "Hi, I'm Murph." But I
Okay.
also loved when Oliver was just like, "I'm gonna shoot Murph." I feel like that was a very powerful moment.
I think I'm gonna have to give that one to Oliver shooting Murph, but
Yep.
that still gets an XP for both Ginger
Yes.
and Oliver.
Yay.
Both the shooter and the shootee. And Ginger.
I was actually going to also give one to Oliver for the this is fine. It's fine. Sure. Don't have to worry about this at all. Just role playing in the last scene.
That was
Like,
very good.
but boobs. I think you have to
Yep, it's a
understand.
fair argument if I'm honest.
It does win a lot of arguments.
I think in his mind he was like, no, this isn't happening, but it might. This isn't happening, but it might. We're just being polite. It's fine.
Nothing wrong here.
Mm.
But okay. So, any final thoughts before we wrap session?
Thanks for cursing my bullets, y'all.
Oh,
Yeah. You're welcome.
I'm going to open a rank 1 sphere for everyone but Oliver. Oliver is able to take Mind 3 should he so desire.
Ooh.
To spend the XP on it.
How much was it to take a rank the 1 rank in the sphere?
5.
5? Okay. Can we take a rote with that, or does that?
Yes, you automatically get a rope with that.
Okay, cool.
Also, backgrounds. So all of you are marked down in your equipment. You each got $300. Would anybody make an argument they gained some sort of durable background, something that they can keep? Made a friend, found a pet, it gained status or influence.
Does the corpse count? made enemies of the kobold people?
I was gonna say, yeah, enemy
Certainly.
made fun of their gods or imitated them.
Oh, Oliver, you have gained 1 enemy.
Actually, 2 enemy because also the mayor.
Oh, sorry, I was counting the mayor first. Yes, also the angel.
Okay.
2 dots of enemies.
Yay.
Friend and Frankie, unwilling on Val's part. Friend, whatever it would be called.
Maybe evil mentor.
That depends on if you are willing to actually listen to that little voice in return. Do you listen to the voice of curiosity, or do you resist curiosity? If you listen to curiosity, you will gain 8 points in the background, and if you do not, you will be 1 willpower down for as long as you choose to ignore it.
Shit.
Hey, if you want to go back, I'll go with you.
Yeah, you know what? If I have science friend with me to help me figure this shit out, I think she'd be willing to go back because curiosity.
Together.
Curiosity killed the cat, and Val is absolutely a fucking cat.
Okay.
Do you really want scientists when you confront Cthulhu, or naive optimism?
Gain
Science.
All of it. You need all of it.
Yeah.
Gain Node 1.
Ooh.
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds cool.
It is a place of particular magical power. And let's see, you also, because of the body that you get to study, actually, that body is actually a major discovery towards your particular paradigm.
Life 3.
So that actually does open life 3 for Sam,
Yes.
which is 15 XP.
Yes.
Oh, I actually have a question real quick.
What?
Does my access to Mind 3, was that because of the perilous social situation I was in? Or because of the mysterious edible I was given?
It was actually a combination of the social situation that you were in, and also the exploration of speaking in tongues.
Oh, okay.
Matt and Ginger, if you like, you can work out a new ritual.
Okay.
A ritual is like a rote, but it only works within the confines of between scenes.
Okay.
Basically, it's something that takes a while to do. So things like augury might if you're trying to get a lucky answer to a question.
Right, I agree. Okay.
But you can come up with a suggestion for what you'd like your,
What do you think
your
about,
ritual to do.
Like ritual, like I don't know, sciencey prepping. I'm not sure. I'll get with Sam on it. We'll talk more.
Okay. Oh, actually, Ginger, one that I might suggest, if we do something entirely different if you want, prophetic dream.
Ooh.
Your dreams tend to have hints about situations to come.
Not only does that sound rad, that sounds like something that you could play a lot with, so I'm kind of into it.
Great. That's what I was hoping for. Write that into rituals.
Ritual.
Entropy 1, prophetic dream.
Okay.
Question: are we going to be able to get some downtime actions?
Yes, everyone is getting a chance to take a downtime action.
Cool, because Val's going to show Jamie the lab.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Oh, are you spending your money to... So 300 would be enough to replace the furniture to make the house portion livable. 300 would also be enough to fix the lab, but just not both.
Oh, wait, they got into the lab? Because the lab is kind of to be, like, hidden.
You did not start with a underground lab with secret elevator. It was just in the basement. Yes, they went in and trashed. But you do have money for supplies to put it back together. If you want to do that instead of your house,
I'll go in with you and fix house or lab. You know, I don't
Hell
mind.
yeah, science
Okay.
bros.
Science
sisters.
Yeah, science sisters.
Chicks?
Science
Sisters.
pals.
Science.
She still calls it science bros.
Science gals. I like gals.
Oh, also, I'm transferring 200 of my monies to Val.
Nice.
Wow, Val didn't even have to ask or threaten.
See, sometimes all you have to do is be genuinely nice to people and good things happen to you. Not that happened in this situation, but you know.
Friggin' my name is Earl Paradigm. I'm telling you.
Take me down to the final decision, and the world will break apart today. And the world will break apart today.
Jamie, give me an intelligence plus occult roll.
Or not.
Well,
He said no. Just straight out.